Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
What's up?
You know, we stopped in the middle of a battle, and we took an hour-long break.
God, it was an hour. Holy shit.
We were just gonna go to Wawa, and then my dad came in and was talking about all this life shit going on.
Fucking real life happening.
Which is what we usually talk about on this show, so...
Whoa, keep it 100.
Yeah, we were talking about this towards the end of the Dark Souls 3 playthrough.
I guess we were.
That I'm planning to move Devu up here and all that shit.
Yeah.
And at this point... Holy fuck, what are they doing down there? Is that a vacuum? What is that amazingly loud sound happening
Sounds like
there?
a vacuum to me.
But they're all talking over it. I don't know.
Oh
god, I just ate a jalapeno pretzel and it didn't go down easy.
Everyone burp.
Yes, this is now burp hour.
Audience, take a burp break.
Oh god, it won't stop. Every time I open my mouth. Oh god, that one had a little throw up in it. Gross. Anyway, we think we have a pretty solid plan for how this whole moving situation is gonna go. Cause basically, we live in a giant house that can easily house a lot of people.
Yes.
And our mom and dad are thinking about or planning on moving out into a place down by the beach and leaving the house in my hands.
Yeah.
And then my dad will pay a fairly large sum of the rent for it, so that we can keep Shade here.
Yeah.
And he's paying Shade's way. And then me and my cousin Boyd and the Devu and Victor will all split the rest of the rent 4 different ways.
Yeah.
Which I was always like, as Dad kept pitching this to me, he kept quoting me that $1,500 rent number, but he kept saying that there were utilities on top of that. He never, until just now, actually told me the total cost of utilities. And once he told me that, I was like, yeah, Victor, you have to pay rent.
Of course.
Well, because we were saying before it was going to be like $500 a person for 3 people. That would be easy.
Oh, yeah.
But it's really $500 a person for 4 people.
Yes.
And so it needs to be 4 people at minimum.
Don't worry, I completely fucking expected that I was gonna have to start paying if this fucking plan came into action. Which I will fucking try. I've at least made like $400 or $500 a month, you know, consistently for a few years. Like, that's usually I can scrape by that amount. And so if I could just make more, you know, which if I can keep it up, I can do it. I have to believe in myself.
How much of that goes towards like gas?
All of it's gone to food and gas.
Right.
The whatever fucking random expenses, fucking Vimeo.
Yeah, you gotta cancel
Grad
that.
school shit. Yeah, that's gonna get canceled. I gotta get rid of Amazon Prime. Shit that just... Why? I wanted to use Psychic. No, I didn't. Anyways, I can cut down my expenses.
Yeah, but we're probably, or rather, it seems like we're definitely going through with this plan.
Yeah, it seems like
Dad
it's
really
happening.
likes it. Mom and Dad have been actually
Dude, if I can
shopping
fucking
for
get Mom and Dad's
places.
room, it's a done deal, dude. I'm gonna be like, I'll fucking pay for that fucking sizable room.
We'll probably put you in
Fucking,
there.
it's secluded. It's got 2 bathrooms. I can have my own fucking shower. I don't have to deal with Shade's shit. I hate that bathroom we're in now. I can fucking have Hope over and feel like I'm like in my own fucking private space.
Right. What I want to do is I want to have you in there. Boyd will probably take your room, and then I think that we should put the Devu in the den. And when I described this to Mom, she's all like, "But you guys gotta have a hangout place." I'm like, "No, this is business, all right?"
But it seems like it would be weird and open to have them in there.
Well, the thing is that's gonna be the office. My plan is to turn that into an office room and set up multiple computers down there so me and Devu can work.
Well, why don't you put Devu in where Mom's office is then?
Because that you have to walk through.
You don't have to. You can walk around it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
That seems like it'd be way
If
way
we end up
easier.
moving in more people eventually, if more PCP members move in, then eventually that's the question: is which rooms are we gonna put people in? Because somehow someone has to get walked through. You know. But I mean, we could put them in the office or in one of the other rooms
stop
down there.
hitting the cord with your foot, and it's annoying the shit out of me.
But I definitely want there to be an office space down there, and supposed to work from the den. But yeah, it's happening. It's gonna go down. We're gonna run this fucking house into the ground.
Shit's been going down, man. I'm out of college and finally,
The world is
like the
happening.
second I decided not to go to grad school, it feels like life just started happening.
Right.
Like the second I decided
finally decided not to
I
go to
wasn't
college.
sticking myself in purgatory, everything became real. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh god, I have to actually get back into it.
Just hit the ground running.
And go. It's like no more fucking around, working, every other week.
Right.
It's like
Sitting
shit's
around
gotta
most of the
go.
time. Getting crunk with your wife.
Buying a million video games and
Right. Not playing any.
another source of my money. Nah, dude, I probably beat more video games since I graduated than I ever did in my life. Like, I played so many games.
Like what? What all?
Xenoblade, I don't know, there's a fuckload of games, dude.
Was
I
Xenoblade
even
post-graduation?
rebeat games. Yeah. Dude, so much has come out since, this was August of last year. Like, all I've done the entire time is play video games.
I didn't think about how long you'd been out of school.
I've been playing at least 2 games simultaneously, like, every 2 weeks, switching off for a while. We did, like, a fuckload of Digi Bros series.
Right.
I've played a ton of games since I graduated.
I just wasn't thinking of graduation as last August. I was
Yeah.
thinking of it as December or something.
No. It's been a fucking long, it's been almost a year since I graduated. And most of that was a waste.
Hey man, graduated. What's next? Everybody asking. What
Yes.
college
Dude,
you going
move your
to? What you
foot.
got planned?
It's stressing me out. Oh god.
My foot was just like in Victor's vicinity. and
It's
it
just
was
like
stressing
close
him out.
and it's my knee, I wanna like move back and forth. I'm very stressed out, I got a headache. And we're talking about life stuff that's more headache inducing.
This is just the perpetual state of your life. So I don't know.
Yes.
Why, it's no different.
I know. Just you have the weight I feel when I think about the fact that I have to do this freelance for the rest of my life. Like, it's incredibly
You don't have to
tiring.
be freelance for the rest of your life.
Just
There's a good chance you'll find a steady job somehow.
there isn't. But working on the film I just worked on, I probably worked with like a fifth of the entire crew of Virginia. Like, everyone pretty much has worked on similar stuff. Most of them knew each other. Most of them, they know everyone in the area. And it's like, it's very small. And everyone has to work everywhere. Everyone has to work constantly and go to Richmond and DC and, take low-paying jobs if they can't get a high-paying job and just struggle. Everyone's in the same struggle. And that's what I'm getting into. When
But
you
what if
hear
you end up
people
working
talk
for,
about
like, a
that,
TV
and it's
station or
intense.
something? You get a
I
steady
don't want to work
employment
for a
there.
fucking TV station.
If you say so.
But that's the thing. I'm gonna do everything. You have to do everything here. You have, like, somehow in school, I had this idea or thing that is, oh, you can get out and do this or this or this. Oh, you can work in commercials or feature films. Like, no, you have to do commercials and films and documentaries and everything. You have to do everything. You have to take every job you can in every position you can and work the whole thing because
The way
you
you're
have to get
describing
work.
this sounds badass. So
It
like,
is. It's incredibly badass, but it's also a fucking struggle
You're
because I'm
describing-
competing with everyone in the area. Like, it's intense.
You're describing it in a way that makes it sound like the coolest life to have. Like,
It's there was at least like the first 2 weeks of working on this film were fucking stressful, and then I finally got to that moment where it settled in, and I was like, I'm working on a film. I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm making money. I'm actually living the life.
yeah.
Even though everyone on this film complained about how they were underpaid, everyone was frustrated the entire time. It's just like,
You
dude,
were underpaid.
I was underpaid, and I was probably the lowest paid person on the set. And I'm looking at everyone else like, you're still making twice as much as I am. Jesus, dude. That's my life.
Supersonic.
I don't know I sent out Magneton. My dudes are running low on health. Jesus Christ. This is the life I live, man.
What the fuck is that? Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's my phone.
That is the loudest fucking
Shit, dude.
rumble.
Yeah, because on the wood.
It sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
The wood makes it intense.
Put it in your lap or something.
What am I thinking about? Do I have some grand point? I don't know, man. I'm just stressed out. I'm trying to make it work. I'm staying optimistic. I got shit lined up for the rest of the month. I gotta find shit to do in August. I think shit'll roll in, man. I got good karma. I'm trying to work hard.
What did you do to get good karma?
I've just been a decent person, dude.
Have you?
Like, I've been trying hard. As long as you stay honest and you try hard, you get good karma, dude.
You're saying that in such a straight face that I can't tell how serious.
I'm very superstitious. I try to build my karma. Like the first 2 weeks, the first week I felt like I had bad karma because I was being kind of lazy, and like, in a weird sense where it's like it wasn't that I was aware. It's just like I was so uncomfortable with what I was doing there that I didn't even feel like myself. And then like as soon as I became aware of it and talked to them, and I was like, this isn't even my work ethic. Like, this isn't how I work. I'm displaying something that is not really my standard. And then
why didn't you go to heal your Pokemon?
After that, I just started busting ass like I normally would, and I felt a lot better, and things started going better. And I was like, oh, I've restored my karma.
I think that's just energy, not so much karma.
I'm still fucking tired. I was tired the entire fucking time. Still dreading going to work every day. But
Energy doesn't just mean being perky. It means
I don't know, dude.
Having the ability to work, like, you know.
Yes. After I started doing well, I felt very fucking stupid that I wasn't on point the entire time. Frustrating.
Well, it's good to know that you got your groove back. Like the
I wanted to talk about how a fun thing when you're doing a job like a film is that everyone's working the same hours and everyone has the same problems.
Right.
So everyone can complain on equal ground, which could be a lot of fun sometimes because you love to. Everyone's bitching about the same people. Everyone's bitching about the same thing that happened. So it's fun discussion, but everyone also has to take a shit.
Right.
And that is the funniest fucking part.
Right, go heal your Pokemon.
How do I heal? There's a place to heal somewhere in here.
Yeah, but you don't know where it is, do you?
Aren't I supposed to get the key here or something? Or do I just talk to this guy?
You need a card key. But
Damn it.
You don't have it yet.
Okay. Anyways, everyone's got to take a shit. And so it's always funny to hear people talk about the bathrooms and like which bathrooms are good or if they could find a bathroom. And then like we shot for a week in Smithfield on this fucking ranch, which it was this ridiculous mansion on a horse ranch, and like they had a restroom inside that was supposed to be for the actors only because they always get special treatment. And then we had a porta potty. And we were shooting in this place for 5 days straight. So after the first day, the porta potty became full of like 20 fucking flies and no one wanted to use it. So it became this struggle of trying to take a shit. And like everyone has the struggle of trying to take a shit, you know, is what I gradually realized. I'm like, I kept like trying to go on Starbucks runs so I could go take a shit in Starbucks 15 minutes away. And it's just funny when you have that connection with everyone where it's like you're struggling to try to take a shit and everyone else is too, because the restrooms are always really close, so the smell might linger out, so everyone's just like, I don't know where to take a shit. Is there another restroom we could use or I could take a shit and the smell's not gonna linger out? The fucking the second AC, every time it was hot and muggy, he'd walk up to me at some point and be like, yeah, I just closed the door of the truck and powdered my balls. Like, for some reason he had to constantly powder his balls. So he's always, every time it was hot, he'd make some comment like, oh, dude, I gotta go powder my balls. Or he'd just be like, dude, I snuck into the drip truck and powdered my balls. I was like, what the fuck?
Constantly powdering his fucking balls.
It'd be like,
I've
everyone's
never
getting
even
bug
heard of
bites,
powdering your
everyone's
balls.
chafing, and it's just like, it feels nice to, like, because I'm a person who's always fucking struggling, and I complain, and I hate when no one else is complaining, and then it's just like, when you're in this situation where everyone is struggling and everyone has the same problems, you're just like, yes, we are all struggling together, and I feel comfortable with this.
What is the benefit of powdering your balls?
To reduce the sweat. You get, sweaty, clammy balls and chafing stuff. If you powder your balls, you don't get, like, swamp ass and shit.
I see. Swamp crotch.
There was a funny video Hope found where it was like one of those dudes on YouTube who gives like man advice or whatever,
right.
And he has this whole video recommending this ball powder he uses. And he's talking about powdering his balls so he doesn't get sweaty, stinky balls. He said at some point when he was a teenager, he realized that his, like, I guess his taint is super stinky and like the space between his balls smells really bad. I'm like, why are you worried about your fucking stinky taint? Like, who the fuck is smelling your stinky taint? The fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Oh my god. You gotta find the fucking card key, bro.
It's gotta be on one of these floors. I probably gotta take the elevator and then like go into a room.
I don't know, dude.
There's a ball. There's a ball. Wait, those are the beds, aren't they? To take a nap and heal my Pokemon.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I'm glad it actually let you into the bed.
Anyways, I'm sure someone understands my bonding over taking the shit. And,
Yes.
and being paid.
Fucking.
It's not. It's nice to me.
Fucking taint stink.
It's nice to work with people who everyone's on the same page. There are some fun characters. There's one dude who's like this English behind the scenes photographer. He was like an older dude and he looked super weird. And I gradually realized that he was definitely like adult Aspergers. Because he would just walk up to people and just stare you directly in the face and never break eye contact, and he'd just start going on some story. Like, he'd just walk up to you and something reminded him of this story, and then you could be trying to ignore him to save your fucking life, and he would just keep going and going and going and going. And then, like, over the course of time, people just, like, the first day he's just, like, ignoring him, you know, trying to work, and then just be like, yeah, cool, dude. Yeah, cool, dude. And then, like, you know, people just walk away from him mid-conversation, and he just keeps going, and then he trails off. And then he just kind of looks down, and he looks away, and he'll wander off. Like, this dude is definitely fucking Spurglord. But he had some fun stories about, like, Queen Latifah and shit. Apparently, she, like, curses way too much or something. That was Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi Goldberg curses too much.
Well, she seems like she
and yells a lot.
It's not
or
surprising
something.
that Whoopi
A
Goldberg
million
was like
stories. He's talking about like the prime minister of some country he went to take a photo shoot of him, and just like all this shit this guy rambles on about in his soft British accent. And he seemed like kind of a douche, honestly. He seems like he comes off nice, but then I heard him fucking whistleblowing sometimes. I was like, man, why you gotta be a whistleblower, dude?
Because he's autistic and
Exactly.
that's such a common
There's
trait.
like some, like, you're not supposed to take photos, you know, because he's a behind the scenes guy. You're not supposed to take any pictures or video. And like yesterday there was like a dude kind of taking a video, and then it, like he comes up to me, he's like, what's he doing? He's not allowed to do that. And he's like super suspicious, and he like goes up to the assistant director, and he's like, you know, he's like pointing him out, calling him out. It's like, wow, way to be a douche, dude. You're trying to get people in trouble, bro. Fucking, you're a snitch. We'll respect that in America, dog.
Need to get,
There's no snitches in America,
some
dude.
people need to get,
Go back to England,
out,
you fucking whistleblower.
Keep using the word whistleblower. I don't think it's usually used in this context.
Yeah, I thought it was funny.
Oh god. Why'd you use Dragon Rage when you had Flamethrower?
He's a snitch!
Um,
He's one of the people who will complain about people he's worked with, and then you're just like, yeah, but I wonder if it's just you, dude.
dude,
Like,
use
are
the
you just
fucking
annoying?
Flamethrower. Why are you using
I'm using Dragon Rage.
Rage?
I got half his health down. Now he's gone, dude. I wanted to see what Dragon Rage would do.
It looks cool.
Yeah.
Do not change Pokemon.
He's fucking coughing, fan. I don't have like a good poison killing guy.
Fire. Just use Flamethrower.
Yeah. But it's only got 15. I gotta conserve the flamethrower.
PP.
Look at that, it didn't even kill him all
Does
the
it
way.
have more than Dragon Rage? Or less than Dragon? Oh.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that didn't do shit. By the way, in somewhere in the the Dark Souls 3, I almost said Dragon Ball for some reason. Somewhere in the Dark Souls 3 playthrough, Victor, who's checking his phone and not paying any fucking attention to the show we're doing.
What's up, dog?
I was like shitting on Filthy Frank,
Oh, yeah.
possibly somewhat unfairly. In retrospect, I was like, it's kind of just like one video I was complaining about. But
No! Filthy Frank's got the shit.
But it just so happened that while we were recording our Pokemon Go video episode, he released a Pokemon Go video.
Yes.
And we watched it, and it was really
It's pretty funny, yeah.
I
Pretty
enjoyed
good.
it. I was like, you know what? Papa Franku is still okay.
Franku.
It was a funny video.
Mm.
I'm convinced... I don't want to get too into this. I just want to know your opinion on it. Do you agree with me that you think Maddox is autistic?
Probably. I don't know. He could be a Spurg Lord.
I think he's
certainly
definitely
fucking off.
Like, okay. He's a really funny guy. And
Hasn't
really
he said before that he could have Asperger's?
I think he said something to the effect that he didn't deny the possibility at one time. But, like, I'm, like, convinced. I've consumed everything this man has made.
Yes.
And he's very funny, very quick-witted. You know, he can crack jokes on, like, the drop of a dime. He's a super hilarious guy. But when it comes to, like, I think a lot of people mistake, like, autism for, like, being stupid.
Yes.
But it's not. It's just thinking in a different way and not really getting other people.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of kinds of autism where you still come off as a cool, funny guy, but at the same time, massively autistic. And I think Maddox is one of those people. Because, like...
He certainly, the way he talks about his interactions with other people and, like, women...
Yeah.
Make me feel like he doesn't actually comprehend what
Dude,
the other person is doing.
One of his most, like, revelatory experiences that he talks about is when he read a book on body language that taught him how to read body language, and he advises this book to everybody and how he literally does all of these things because he never figured that out on his own. He never figured out how to read how people were feeling by looking at them. He read a fucking book about it, and it changed his entire life, as he put it.
Sounds pretty autistic.
Yeah, like, cause, I mean, a lot of autistic people train themselves to understand what other people...
Yeah.
And, like, even speaking personally as someone who, you know, when I look at all the symptoms for Asperger's and then I look at who I was in high school, I'm like, okay, that's definitely Asperger's.
Yeah.
But, like, I learned what people are like eventually, and I can, you know, even if I don't completely feel certain things, I can, like, empathize with those feelings or understand why people are feeling the way that they are. I don't think Maddox, like, innately gets people. I think he, like, studies what they're doing and then calculates how to respond based on his collected knowledge of what people are like.
Yeah.
You know? But, like, just the way he acts is so fucking autistic to me. And I was arguing with Nate about this, where I was like, because he was like, I don't know, man. It seems like you're just, like, reaching and stuff. I'm like, dude, no. I've done my research. I feel pretty confident. I needed to know your opinion on this.
I would not fucking surprise me at all.
Right. The book thing is like, other than the fact that he's literally, like, on Biggest Problem, like, made it out like he didn't disagree with the possibility.
Yeah.
Other than that, the whole reading a book on body language and having that, like, majorly change his life.
What inspired this topic, though?
You were talking about that autistic guy on the set, and it made me think about Maddox.
I thought it was like something he did recently.
Well, his entire handling of the Dick Show fiasco, and the Biggest Problem, is totally
pretty obnoxious.
Fucking, like, weird and not how normal people act, you know? Like, that
How the fuck am I going to this place?
He took, like, whatever happened between them, he clearly took it very differently from how Dick did.
Yeah.
He took it as this, like, offensive character or something, and it is being weird as fuck about it.
Yes.
I don't know.
I wonder if you wanted to talk about
Biggest Problem?
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about it
the fallout
since it ended, have we?
What's going on now?
I think we talked about its ending.
Yeah, we talked about the fact that it ended, because it had just ended, like, the last recording session.
Well, we can do that in the next episode of Digi Bros.
Ah!
Victor finds a fucking key arc. I think you have to talk to somebody who you've beaten.
I've been talking to everyone.
One of the scientists. Like, one of the ones who's hidden away. Because it's definitely in, like, a weird spot. Well, he just said the boardroom's another floor up. I think that's where you fight Giovanni, though. I don't know.
Yeah, see this? Yeah, this is floor 11.
Well,
that's not Giovanni. That's
next
Old Man.
time on Digi Bros, you will fight.